Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Si vous êtes nouveau, je m'appelle Ruby et bienvenue. Aujourd'hui, je vais partager les séries que je regarde sur le Netflix. I will be talking to you guys about 4 series and I will be giving you a brief description of what each one is about. If you end up liking this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos each week. Now without further ado, let's jump into the series. So the first series that I'm going to talk to you guys about, and by the way, I'm going to be saying the English title for each one because it's written
in the English title.
The first one is called The Hookup Plan. And I really like The Hookup Plan. That's actually the first one that I started watching and I really enjoy it. It's basically about this young woman named Elsa. She's like about to be 30. She hasn't really had luck in love. Basically, we start off the show with her, I guess, like having ended like a relationship with this long-term boyfriend she had, and she's not really in the right headspace. She hasn't really had luck in love, and then her friends, they kind of want to help her build that confidence, so they end up hiring a male gigolo,
male prostitute or male escort, very high category,
male gigolo, to kind of play the role of like this guy that's interested in her, not for the wrong reasons, but to help her build that self-confidence back and to believe in love and all that stuff. So it's a really interesting show. I definitely don't want to give away anything more than that because that's what the show's basically about. At least in the first season. There's a second season, but it kind of changes like the story a bit, but it's kind of within the same line of just like, you know, helping this character Elsa just find love and happiness in her life. So I would definitely recommend you watch that show. I really like it because it's kind of like, you know, it's pretty young people, like late 20s, early 30s, and I feel like that's the way French people would actually speak within themselves, especially when they're really good friends and comfortable with each other. So it's pretty cool because you do get to learn about, you know, word slang and all that good stuff. The next show I'm going to talk to you guys about is called Lupin. Now this one is pretty interesting. It's basically inspired by this book. I don't remember the exact title, but it's this thief that's called Arsène Lupin. And the main character of this show, his name is Arsène Diop. And he is inspired by this character to pretty much be pulling the same type of shit he did in the book. But it's not just because he's a bad guy, it's because he wants to clear his father's name, because when he was a young boy, his father was accused of a crime he did not commit. And it's pretty crazy because in this show, you see the present, what this guy's doing, and you also get to see his past. So you'll see like flashbacks of his youth and all that, and how he ended up like being the person he is today. And it's really cool because you're just like, whoa, like it's pretty crazy. I definitely underestimated it because I had never seen it, and then I'm like, whoa, this is pretty cool. And I like it because I feel like the French, for me personally, I don't feel it's like crazy fast. I'm able to really keep up with a lot that's being said. I really do get that ear practice in, and I feel each time I watch this, it really does help improve my listening skills. Now the third one is called The Bonfire of Destiny. I actually saw it because it just looks super interesting. It really captured my attention. And it's basically about this actual fire that did take place in the year 1897 in France. And it's just, oh my god, like the first episode is pretty horrific because you do see the fire and all that and just the crazy stuff that happened, you know. It's really scary, but I really like it because there's like, after like that fire, even before, you do see like, oh, like there's this problem after the fire. It's like, it does like, it creates like, I guess these conflicts or like opportunities for certain characters, and that's how you kind of begin the storyline of what the show's going to be about. And yes, I'm being super vague because if I do tell you, then you're gonna be like, oh, you killed it for me, and I don't want to kill it for you guys. So definitely give that show a watch. Now the last show, this one I've only seen one episode very recently, and I think, I don't know, it's like one of those shows where I think like the first episode, it kind of has like a slow startup, I guess, where it's like, it seems like it's okay, a little boring, but I think the more you get into it, it'll actually be good, which is why I'm going to mention it because it did have its little funny moments. And it's called Family Business, and it's basically about a family business, this father who's the owner of a butcher shop that is leaving his butcher shop to his son, but then his son has other plans in mind because the opportunity opens since France will be legalizing marijuana, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna just turn this butcher shop into like a little marijuana butcher coffee shop thing. I don't know, but he basically becomes like a dealer. That's what the storyline's about. I haven't really gotten into it yet, but you do start off watching that in the first episode where it's like, oh, you know what? Like, I'm gonna do this. So it's really interesting, and it had its funny moments, which is why I do mention it, because I think it's still a great show to watch, especially just to work on your listening skills, and I will definitely keep on watching. And I think the fact that there is a third season coming says that the show is really good, so I will definitely be watching. So those are the 4 shows that I have come across that I thought were worth sharing. Let me know if you've watched any of these, or if you plan to watch them, let me know which one you will watch. If you ended up liking this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos each week. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.